Hello everybody, welcome and welcome back. Today we're going to be playing on the best of 3 standard ranked ladder with a Azorius Auras list. So it's been a while since I've tried playing Auras, and it's definitely a really fun deck. I saw Croakies post a list like a week ago or something that used pretty much this shell and just had to change a couple lands since I don't have all of them, and a couple things in the sideboard since, again, don't have them all. But it's a really fun list, so definitely wanted to try it out, even if it's like tiny bit suboptimal. So we're playing 4 entity trackers and no enduring innocence, so just kind of relying on this guy for the card draw, plus silent hall creepers. When they connect you can draw an extra card. Besotted Knight is an interesting include. Betroth the Beast creates a royal roll which gives +1/+1 in ward 1. It's pretty good. Kind of comes with a free creature later in the game. You don't often cast the Besotted Knight, but usually a free creature is pretty good. We have the 4 Silent Hall Creepers, which are very powerful. They can grow, they can draw cards, and they can either copy another Hall Creeper to keep the loop going, or you can just copy any of your other creatures. Entity Tracker is definitely one of the better ones, but Sleep Cursed Fairy is definitely a close second. And we have 4 Optimistic Scavengers because, yeah, this guy's kind of necessary in enchantment decks. It allows all of your little things to make all your creatures really big, so it's really good. And we have a single Mockingbird to copy our Sleep Cursed Fairies, really is what it's for. You can copy Entity Trackers or Hall Creepers if you want, but typically, like, having multiple, like, Sleep Cursed Fairies is just absurd. But yeah, over on the side we have 4 copies of Elspeth's Smite, a Rest in Peace. This is what I don't have 3 copies of. I just swapped them out with a couple Ghost Vacuums, a couple Split Ups, Requisition Raid, Get Lost, Disdainful Stroke, Fey Flight, and Negate. But yeah, this deck is really cool, really powerful, and really fun, so if you like Auras decks, maybe give this one a try. But if you guys are excited to see this in action, make sure to drop a like, leave a comment, and make sure you're subscribed if you aren't already, as I'd really appreciate it. I upload Magic content just like this, and I'm still working on getting my channel partnered, so any support is greatly appreciated. I'm also going to leave a QR code here and a link down below to my TCG Player Partner card. Using either of those is another way to help support me and my channel, which is of course greatly appreciated. But with all that said, let's hop onto the ladder and see how this does. Alright, game 1. Unfortunately, can't really keep that 1-lander. This one is actually a little tempting though. I mean, we do have like double Sleep Cursed Fairy. Even if we don't hit a second land, we also have a removal spell. I think we keep this 6. Let's try it. And we do hit a white, so, I mean, that's really good. We'll play the fairy, and go ahead. In this spot, do we just want to play No More Lies, hold open the, untap? I think we do. Go ahead. And we'll just untap a fairy. And double No More Lies. I don't know. Do we want to play the next Mockingbird and hold up Shardmage's Rescue? So opponent does have access to like Go for the Throat next turn. Either of those would get countered by No More Lies. I don't know. We have Shardmage's Rescue to help protect against it. I think we just need to get on the board. Go ahead. And Cavern of Souls on Demon. Well, thank you for doing that on your turn. Let's go ahead and get in for 4. No more lies with the cavern is pretty scuffed, but go ahead. So if opponent wants to like go for the throat or anoint again, we do still have another Shard Mage's Rescue. And in for 5. Okay. Yeah, so we kind of just like had all of the answers to what they had, so it wasn't too difficult. Let's try it like that. Alright, game 2. I mean, yeah, the hand looks fine. We'll keep it. And Duress takes away Shard Mage's Rescue. So, I mean, at least we do have, like, a fairly creature-heavy hand, and a second Shard Mage's Rescue. Not bad. And opponent's just gonna pass. Yeah, I think we just do the same. We could play the Scavenger here, but I think I'd rather just hold open the untap. Especially since we don't have like double white for, you know, Optimistic Scavenger and a protection spell. Yikes. That's really not good. So, yikes. Yeah, I think we're just gonna pass. Definitely not ideal, but if we play this and they have, you know, go for the throat or whatever next turn that they just want to kill our fairy with, we're gonna be way far behind. Oh my goodness. Let's get in for 3. And yikes. Guess we're just gonna pass. And anoint. So they probably have another removal spell that they can use on their turn, but they're probably just gonna use it then, and then they're gonna be tapped out for us to resolve stuff next turn, which I guess isn't like the biggest thing, but we really need some land. That is not land. So no cut down at least. And Aclazotz. Well, that's a pretty good top deck to deal with that. We'll take out the Bat God, get in for 2, and draw. Great. Alright, so I'm just... Oh, well look at that, we did get a land finally. I was gonna say we might just go to the next game, but let's go with Scavenger and Unable to Scream. Go ahead. Let's go ahead and get in for 2. I don't really want to play an Entity Tracker here, so probably just gonna hold open the Rescue and the Negate. I would much rather play the tracker after... What the fuck? After we're able to hold open Shard Mage's Rescue. And yeah, still no more land. Probably could have played the Ethereal Armor, but probably just want to hold open Shard Mage's Rescue, and we will pass. I mean, since we do have 3, I'm gonna just go for it here. If you have another removal, sure. So down to 1 card. All Creeper, and we can still hold open Shard Mage's Rescue. Not bad. Let's get in for 3. Go ahead. And another Shoot the Sheriff. We'll go with the next Shard Mage's Rescue. And we'll put a +1/+1 counter on it to play around Cut Down, and that's why you don't concede. Yeah, that game definitely looked like it was basically unwinnable, but we did just have all of the right answers, so yeah, GG's. Alright, next game. Yeah, definitely can't keep a no-lander. This one is much better. So, how are we gonna want to start this game? So we're on the draw. Probably just want to put back the Fairy. And Underground Mortuary, so probably against Golgari. Definitely gonna be a bit of a tough match. They're a very removal heavy deck. And here comes removal number 1. We'll go with Hall Creeper, and go ahead. And a Harvester of Misery. Well, I mean, if we could stop drawing land, that'd be pretty good. I think I'm just gonna pass so I can go Hall Creeper and hold open No More Lies. Since I don't want to get our last threat immediately killed by a cut down. And Overlord. Definitely annoying, but don't think we need to use No More Lies on that. Jeez, okay, so 3 lands in a row. No, 4. That is 4 lands in a row. Let's play the Hall Creep. Yeah, so now if opponent just goes like, go for the throat into the Hall Creeper, we can't No More Lies that. But, I mean, if we No More Lies the Overlord, then we wouldn't be able to anyways, so... Kind of a scuffed game on game 1. Well, that we can deal with. Do we want to Sheltered by Ghosts that? I don't know. I'm gonna go for it. And let's draw. Yikes. And opponent's gonna jam with the Cottage. Sounds good. So, I mean, at least the Hall Creeper's gonna live through this turn. Opponent does get to make a food. And a Scavenger. Yikes. We'll get in for 2. Put some counters on it, and go ahead. And down comes another land. No attacks. Entity tracker. I mean, that's pretty good. But we still don't have, like, any enchantments. So we can't really draw. Yeah, I mean, we just play the entity tracker here. We're gonna have to play it to copy it, and I don't want to, like, accidentally just, like, not play it and have to copy the scavenger. Let's get in for 6. And tear asunder. That's pretty unfortunate. So, away goes the dude. When he gets an overlord. Go ahead. And opponent has enough mana to activate both of the cottages, but they just decide to get in for 10 here. We'll take it. And probably just go to game 2 after this, because we have drawn so many lands after, you know, not having any. And yep, there is the door being slammed shut. Cool. Sounds about right. Let's go to game 2. So, Golgari Ramp. Let's try it like that. Alright, next game, definitely taking the play. Yeah, we'll keep it. Definitely would like a 1-drop, but double Hull Creeper with multiple protection spells is pretty good. It's definitely a very snowbally hand, so if we can get stuff to, like, land and resolve, then should be able to take over. And opponent mulled the 5, so I mean, we'll take it. Let's play the Hull Creep. And Duress. So, they're gonna take one of the Shard Mage's rescues. And what do you got? No cut down. Let's get in for 1. And we'll draw. Here's another creep. Go ahead. Alright, let's go ahead and jam. Go for the throat. Ooh. Probably should have played the entity tracker first, or land entity tracker, so we could play the Shard Mage's rescue and draw. Let's go ahead and use it though. Because opponent mulled the 5, I just want to waste all the removal they have. We'll go for some counters and a card draw. Go ahead. Sure, that's fine. So, we've drawn a lot of land both games, which sucks. But, I mean, at least this time it's not, like, the end of the world. We do have some stuff. Let's play the tracker, and opponent didn't even, like, try and kill anything there. Interesting. Let's go ahead and jam. We'll copy. Do we copy this Hull Creeper, or do we copy the Entity Tracker to try and, like, draw more? Well, I mean, if we copy the Hull Creeper, it's gonna draw more either way, so let's counter up and copy the other Hull Creep. And here's a fairy. Go ahead. Oh, so I'm also realizing now that this Hull Creeper, we could have played the Sleep Cursed Fairy pre-combat, and we also could have just copied that. So they went for the full kick on an enchantment. Sure. Okay, that's fine. Let's untap the fairy a couple times. So that could just put him to 1. I think we'll just get in for 5 and draw a card, probably. Go ahead. Alright. Yeah, we'll definitely take that one. Just really hope we draw less land in the next game. I think we keep it the same though. Let's try it like that. Alright, game 3. A little land heavy this time, but I think we can keep the 7. Let's lead off with the fairy. And down comes Beanstalk. So, do we just want to, like, get lost that? I think we do. Can't have the opponent drawing too many cards here. And Glissa. Alright. Let's go with Royal Roll and Sheltered by Ghosts. So our fairy here has Ward 5, basically. So the only ways that they can get rid of it is gonna be through, like, Lily or Gix's command. And we have the negate. And Tranquil Throwback, I mean, definitely pretty good. Can take out Sheltered by Ghosts, and they get back Glissa. No more lies. Yikes. Guess we just pass. Deep Cavern Bat. Sure. So they can take whatever counterspell they want. And it's gonna be no more lies. So do they have a creature here that they want to play? Let's untap the fairy. So Glissa's gonna connect, and what do you do? Oh, I forgot about that. Nice. Yeah, so don't think we're gonna win this game. And here comes an Overlord. Go ahead. Yep, oh well. Opponent definitely drew pretty well this time, so Yeah, another go for the throat. That's awful. And looks like they don't even want it. In for 6. And more beans. And yeah. Unfortunate, but womp womp. That first game, if we didn't draw like 5 lands in a row, we might have been able to do something, but not much you can do about that. GG's. And a couple post-game thoughts for everybody. Definitely still think this deck is really cool. The second game, we definitely had a pretty suboptimal showing. We drew like... Okay, for real, we played 21 lands. I think we drew like 8 or 9 in that one game, so we drew half of the lands in the deck basically without our card draw engines, which is absurd. If we happened to draw like a couple extra like relevant spells, might have changed the course of the game, might not have, but you never know. Either way, really fun list, and I definitely had a blast playing it, so thank you everybody for watching. I appreciate it. Like, comment, subscribe, and I will catch you in the next one. Peace.